Welcome to Mindful Monday. We're going to be doing Monday episodes just about being more mindful in business and in life. Currently, just being in a season of where we're about to start the holiday season. And if you're like Celeste, I don't even have my holiday specials going. There's an episode this week all about that. But I want to start it with Mindful Mondays, especially as we start the season of one of our busiest times. I know as beauty professionals and beauty service providers that demand for our time starts increasing. Probably from this week on, for me, it starts in September. So I have to really be focused on being more mindful, and I wanted to help you as well to be more mindful and slow down, and the importance of that for yourself. So just as a preview and give you some context into this Mindful Mondays episodes, this is why I did it. I'm currently in a season of growth. I really believe business and life comes in cycles and in different seasons. And right now it's a really growth cycle for me. And I feel like all the seeds that I've planted throughout the year, some of them are starting to blossom and the fruits of my labor are starting to come in. And it's really easy because I've been here before to get lost, right? Because we have so many things to do and so many shiny objects, and we have the whole social media aspect of our business as well. But it's really, really important to really go inward and tune back into ourselves, tune back into what matters to you, why you're showing up, what your true purpose is. And the more I do that, the more I can grow as a person and also in business. And so that's why I started Mindful Mondays. Number one, to keep you mindful during this really busy season for all of us. I know this is it can be really easy to burn out. And number two, it's any season of life, whether you're super busy or you're starting to grow, or maybe you're in a season of oh my gosh, what's next? It's so important to tune back into our intuition, into our mind, and that's why we are doing Mindful Mondays. So for today's Mindful Monday is, what is the last thing that you have done for fun? What is helpful for you to tune back into yourself and get your mind to stop talking and doing? I've talked about this before. I am an anxious creative, which means I suffer from anxiety, and I choose to make it as my little part of my life. I don't like it. I choose myself not to take medication. I choose other methods to coping with it. And that is my choice, just like you have your choice to deal, with your own things, your own way. But one of the things that I have to work extra hard that I feel like nobody talks about, especially when you have different type of health issues, is that I have to really focus to be mindful. I have to try extra hard to not be on work mode 24/7, to really get time to slow down and focus back inward. And maybe this is something that you can relate to. Let me know. I would love to know what is your biggest struggles with things. And I know one of those things is being mindful that even if I don't show up on Instagram for 24 hours, the whole world's not going to fall apart. Being mindful that I can choose to change my rhythm. So sometimes I'm going super fast on Instagram, showing up all the time. And other times I just need to slow down because I want to, because intuitively it feels right for me and for my business. And that only comes, and you will only allow yourself to do that if you're able to tune back into yourself and tune back into your body. So I would love to invite you this week, do something that brings you happiness, that is fun, and helps you tune back into yourself. I know with this whole self-care thing, people think oh, we need to go to a spa, or I need to go get a facial, or I need to do this big thing. And it doesn't have to be like that. Some of the mindful things that I do that have no cost to them and are fairly quickly done. It can be as simple as lighting a candle that's scented. For me, it's pumpkin spice. It just brings me happiness. It reminds me of the holidays. Reminds me of happy thoughts. That's something I can do. I could turn it on. Just look at the candle light flickering, and then just, turn it off and go on about my day. Sometimes it's just journaling. Sometimes it's watching baking shows. Like I know I'm a little weird. I love to bake. That is my thing that I do for zero cost. Like it's purely fun. I don't buy it. I don't sell it. Don't plan on selling it. That is my fun outlet. And I love watching creatives that go baking into the next level. Like there's this one creative that I love watching her. She goes like into the dark side. So she's kind of goth and kind of like 50 styles with like really cool, like she does intricate like mansions made out of like gingerbread. And that may sound boring to some people, but it's so intricate, like the way she uses her tools to sculpt a window, to create like pretzel chocolate covered bones that actually look like bones. And she has story behind it, and she loves repurposing things because she loves nice things, but she's kind of cheap, as she says. And I just love that show. So that's something I tune into when I want to relax. And in regards to the mindful part, things to get out of my head, some things that have really helped me that I want to share with you, that can be helpful to you, is that sometimes I'll go on walks. This morning I went to a walk with my husband. We're both off today. So we went on a walk together. It was a silent walk. We got to enjoy nature and just observe things. And I got to move my body, and that felt good. And those are the things that I'm talking about. Like, I didn't share that part on my Instagram or nowhere on social. And I am just now to the point where, and I'm being honest with you, I've gotten this far by doing certain things, and it has not been because I show up nonstop on social. It has to do with other things I do behind the scenes. And I wanted to share that with you because as I have tuned and learned more what works in my business and what works for me to grow, it has less to do with what everybody's doing and more into tuning back into your body. And that can sound so weird and so like fluffy and like so, oh, that's like the energy stuff people do. But it doesn't, just imagine, like, how is it when you go to work and feel like in an amazing mood, versus when you go to work and you've had like an awful morning and everything has been off? What kind of energy and what kind of day do you have? And that's just something to observe within yourself. And so with the Mindful Monday practice this week, just take a minute, 30 seconds to take a deep breath inside, like just count to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And you can hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then as you release all that tension that you're holding in your head, in your jaw, in your hands. I tend to really clench up my hands. Just release it as you slowly release the air out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And it's just really good thing sometimes when I don't have a minute and I just have a few seconds to like get myself back and centered, especially having a toddler at home. It's really helpful. So as we start our busy season for all of us, I think it's really important that you be mindful. And these are the top 3 things I would recommend that I've done in my own business that I'm sharing with you. Because we're each individuals and we get to choose how we run our business, especially here. I am not here to tell you do this, don't do that. I am here to be your guide in this adventure called life and beauty business. First, I already blocked out all the days I need to take off for the holidays. For Halloween is a big thing for me and my family. So we have certain trips that we plan and certain events as a family that are very important to me and dear to me that I've already planned out, that nobody else gets to take that time. So do that right now. It's so much more easier to have it in a calendar and see like, oh yeah, that day I am having a hocus pocus party with my friends and my family. So that's something that you can do. And then, so just block out the dates that you no longer, you're not available. Then the other thing that I love to do during this holiday season also is to make sure that you have enough time that You're not booking yourself out to burnout. I know it's so tempting when we have extra clients and it's like, hey, it's extra income to just like go, go, go nonstop, but we're not batteries. We are human beings and we need rest as well. I've noticed with myself, there's only so much I can do in a week in regards to one-on-one work behind the chair, and that's what I choose to do. I choose to bring my income in different ways, not solely behind the chair. And so being mindful of that I'm able to live a happy, more healthy life for myself. So determine what healthy life and success looks for you, and don't overwork yourself even when the temptation is there. You deserve to rest as well. And lastly, number 3, do things your way. There's always a client for you, right? So probably the clients that you're attracting are probably different than mine. But I really, truly believe that there's enough for everybody to go around, and that there's clients that are going to be with you whatever your beliefs are. And I know during the holiday seasons, it can be kind of hard because some people don't celebrate Halloween, some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, some people don't celebrate, Christmas, or they have different holidays. There's Kwanzaa, there is, different, there's Jewish holidays, there's all kinds of holidays. There's people that don't celebrate any holidays at all, but just, stick to your values. Try to be like welcoming of all. I always say, even though I am Hispanic, I actually grew up with some friends and they celebrated Kwanzaa. I had other friends that happened to be Jewish. So I grew up with all kinds of different influences in my own life. Growing up in a Christian household, but also being influenced by the power of the moon and, energy and different other things. And so I have my own belief system, right? And I'm just sharing that because I think it's so important also as we start this holiday season to really be mindful that it's not just a happy, great time for everybody. Sometimes during the holiday seasons, it can be a little more it can be a little more stressful for some. It can be a little more sad for some because we miss some of our relatives or whatever reasons. So let's try to be kind to one another and understanding of one another, because even on social, on and off social, which I will do a mini episode on this tomorrow, it's so easy to say you're ugly. It's so easy to say, like, why are you sharing that? It's so easy to judge others when you're online, right? Because it's so easy to type with fingers. And we forget that that is a breathing, living person. And not all persons have tough skin, and not all persons have done their inner work to be strong to stand up with comments like that. Sometimes comments like that can hurt people way beyond just social, way beyond what you see on the screen. So I really, during this holiday season, as we start entering the whole madness as beauty pros of being booked, solid with lots of demands of our time for our services, which is a beautiful blessing and thing. Also, let's be mindful that how can we make this a season of relaxation, of extra relaxation for our clients, of extra caring, tender love, and sometimes just a simple hello, just a simple time. Like I've done this with my own clients when I see they need a little extra time to set their things down, or a little extra time to just kind of like recenter themselves, or take a drink, or being able to do like a little bit of energy work with them together if they're open to it, or hold space for them. It's important. It may take you a little extra minutes, but I hope you're living a little extra minutes in your business for the thing that I call magic, which is the magic of the day. I never know. I may have the same clients that come to me all the time, but I never know what they're bringing in that day. I don't know what type of energy, what type of things, what kind of questions, or what new adventure they want for their hair. And that is a beautiful, fun thing that I always leave room in my business for that magical moments, and for being really impactful and mindful of them and their time. So with that, I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, love. Bye.